Time for number 94 in my Best Picture Marathon. Best Picture Marathon theme song. Throughout 2021, theatrical releases for movies was still kind of an iffy proposition due to the COVID-19 pandemic. Throughout the year, more and more movies started showing up in theaters again, but the Academy was still operating under their expanded pandemic rules to allow more streaming options to qualify for the Academy Awards. CODA, which stands for Child of Deaf Adults, was a remake of a French film. The original film's producer, Philip Russell, had the rights to make a remake, and he approached Sean Hayter to direct it. The film was financed by Pathé, and after debuting at Sundance Film Festival, it was acquired by Apple, which released the film directly to streaming. CODA tells the story of high schooler Ruby Rossi, the only hearing member of her family. Her mother, father, and older brother are all deaf. Ruby has become sort of a de facto ASL translator for the family and feels torn between her commitment to helping them with their fishing business and her passion to study music. Ruby's played by English actress Emilia Jones, who more recently was seen in Edgar Wright's remake of The Running Man. Her mother is played by Marlee Matlin, who won an Oscar way back in the 80s for her wonderful performance in Children of a Lesser God, and her father's played by Troy Katzur, who won an Oscar for his supporting role in this film. Matlin and Katzur are both deaf in real life, as is Daniel Durant, who plays Ruby's brother. The film was shot on location in Massachusetts, and both Emilia Jones and director Sean Hayter learned American Sign Language in preparation for making this film. CODA had an extremely limited theatrical release, but it was a huge hit on Apple TV+. I've mentioned before that The Hurt Locker is the lowest grossing film to ever win Best Picture. CODA actually made less money at the box office, but because it was mainly a hit on streaming, its actual grosses are a little bit difficult to calculate, which is why it usually isn't counted as the lowest grossing Best Picture winner. The film received mostly positive responses from critics as well as from members of the deaf community, although some people criticize the movie for perpetuating the trope that deaf people are anti-music. This was actually my first time watching CODA. This is the only Best Picture winner I still hadn't seen since Out of Africa way back in the 80s, and it's the only Best Picture winner since before Gladiator that I didn't get to see in the theater. I generally liked CODA. I agree with some critics that it's a little bit formulaic at times, but the characters are likable and it has a really great emotional payoff in the final act. It's also heartening to see a film about the deaf community become so successful. CODA's a really nice, heartwarming movie, but I feel like if it hadn't come out during the pandemic, if it had come out during a more robust year for cinema, it probably wouldn't have won Best Picture. And there were some other really solid nominees for 2021. Personally, I was rooting for Denis Villeneuve's Dune, though Steven Spielberg's remake of West Side Story is quite good as well. Okay, that's it for CODA. Next up, Everything Everywhere All at Once. See you then.